Special delivery today. First off, I want to show you Bonsai Bill here. He came in a separate package, but he is one of the new Cine plushes. Oh yeah. He's huge, just like in the game. Boom. Okay, next up is this beast. There's all kinds of goodies in here. It's all plush. Let's check it out. Good old YouTube unboxing video. Yeah, I got this from Amy, I don't know how you want to say it. You decide, Internet. I always find they have good prices. Oh boy. Okay, let's look around in here. This is the new set of Cine plushes. Cine Boeki. I'm going to be taking everything out of the package so you can see it. Here's a pokey. And we've already discussed on the forums that it's a little disappointing that all the tips are felt. Generally, felt on a plush is frowned upon because it attracts dust bunnies and things like that, hair, cat hair, dog hair, whatever. And they don't hold up very well over time. And they kind of look ratty and tatty later, but still a very, very nice likeness of the character. I've always liked pokies. Okay, what's next? Here we go. This guy's been pretty popular in the merchandise lately. Spike. He's a very well crafted character. Too bad he doesn't come with a rock or a spike bar or something like that, but they did a good job. Mine's a little derpy with the eyes. Otherwise, pretty good. The tag just uses the standard Super Mario license, which unfortunately has been counterfeited for years. So do watch out on these. Okay. Here we go. This guy's a big one. The Porky Puffer. Very nice. Again with the felt spikes. Because felt has a hard time laying where it's supposed to, it kind of looks kind of weird, doesn't it, when it flattens out. So I have to try to bend it all and make it look nice. It would be better if the spikes were molded or whatever, modeled in the plush, but the rest of it's very nice. I hated this guy in the game, by the way. He's a pretty tough guy to get past sometimes. And they always put those coins in a place where you have to go talk to him. And he's very hungry. He's a very big fish. Okay, this guy has always been one of my favorites. I was so psyched to see Buzzy Beetle made it to this set. Finally, Buzzy Beetle gets a large plush. There has been a smaller plush from New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Or no, just the original New Super Mario Bros. There was a small plush, but now he's got a big one. And I don't know, I've always liked these characters. Came from the first game. The first time you throw fireballs at him, you're like, uh-oh, this guy means business. I like that they modeled him with red eyes in the later games, just so he's a little bit more menacing. And he's always like an underground foe for the most part, so especially in the later games. He was topside in the first game, but I love these guys. Very nice that Buzzy Beetle finally has his own plush. Okay, let's see. Oh, I've always liked these guys. Let's get this guy out. Now, fans of the series know that there's two types of fuzzies. And the first type of fuzzy, you touch fuzzy, get dizzy. Or is it the second kind of fuzzy? Because these guys were in Super Mario World, if I remember right. But, their design is so awesome. They're so weird and goofy. Again with the felt spikes. It's kind of hard to see since he's all black. But this actually works on him because he's supposed to be, I don't know, he's kind of an amorphic blob that's kind of spiky. I don't know why they call him fuzzy, but that's just part of his charm. Love the teeth. The mouth is great. They did a really good job on this plush. Because they kind of move around a lot in the game, it's nice to see that they captured him in plush form. Yeah, just a really great set of enemy plushes this round. Let's see what else we got. Here we go. We got a Monty Mole, and these guys have gone through some character changes over the years. I like where they landed. I'm still a huge fan of the Mega Mole with the sunglasses, because it's silly that a mole has sunglasses on, but boy, these guys became a pain in New Super Mario Brothers, the series. Always popping out, and they can run really fast, and they'll get you. So that's a really cool set of enemy plushes. Let's see what else I have in here. I'm going to save the best for last. Another one of my favorites. I just love Mario enemies. Maybe that's the big part of why I keep coming back, is the Mario enemies. Mecha Koopa. Now there's been some figures and there's been some other stuff with Mecha Koopa, but now we have a full-size plush. Big ol' key on the back to wind them up. And there's little bolts and stuff, and I always like these guys. They're so wild. Maybe modeled after Lemmy. Maybe Lemmy made them, who knows. Just great little robots. Okay. I'm trying to save the best for last here. Let's go here. We're going to switch gears for a minute. There's a Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon plush, and here's the tag. It is called Luigi's Mansion 2 in Japan. I think we got the better title this time. There's the Poltergust on his back there, and it's interesting to see that in plush form. I don't know if this is part of the plush. It must be, or it's there to keep things from falling off. This little bit of cardboard here. If so, that's kind of odd to see. Well, it's taped, so I'm really sure that comes off. It didn't look like part of the new design of the Poltergust, but so that is meant to come off. I think I'll just keep it there, so the top of the thing. See, it's there for shipping purposes, I guess, so it doesn't fall off. This little bit of felt on the end here to make the vacuum. The felt's really well put on. It's just, I guess they were worried about something. It's the standard Luigi plush. Doesn't look all that interesting from this side. But then you got the Poltergust on the back. It's kind of the same thing they did with Flood for the Sunshine series with Mario. The Poltergust is sewn on. Sorry. Yeah, it's sewn on. I'm sure you could snap a couple of... There's only like 2 places where it's really sewn on, so you could pop this off of him if you wanted to. I won't be doing that, but... Tush tag says Luigi's Mansion 2 as well. That's a very nice plush. But there is another one. There's another Luigi. I think this is the much better one because he has facial expression. Oh no! So this time, the Poltergust has the flashlight, and it's hooked up to the backpack. And Luigi is scared. So that's how he looks in the tag. He's scared. Except that the tag has the sucker, not the blow or the flashlight, but very cool. Alright, and as a bonus from that set, I think it's pretty cool that they released Halter Pup He was a nice little addition to the game. He doesn't have many features, but that's half of his charm. So there you go, Halter Pup. Had to get him. He's very cool. I'm a big fan of Nightmare Before Christmas, and this reminds me of Zero. I don't collect much from... I was starting to collect a lot from Nightmare Before Christmas, but decided against it because it got crazy, and I'd rather have Mario stuff. Okay, now here's the pièce de résistance. There are 7 more plushes in here, and I am going to look at them Super Mario Bros. 3 style, and big fans of the game will know what I'm talking about. Sweaters on this stuff. Okay. Here is Larry Koopa with the star on his side. You can see that. And the spikes on the Koopalings are all modeled, so no felt on these guys except for the teeth. So we'll see a little bit. The wands are nice. A little odd on the design, if you can see that. They just wrapped felt and then sewed it. There's really no other way to do it. So it looks a little funny, but that's plush. Yeah, Larry is probably the one that has changed the least. Okay. Next would be Morton Koopa Jr., the biggest of the Koopalings. You can see the no plastic shell this time. Very modeled, nice plush. He's got felt for the eyebrows and felt for his little hair tuft up here. This guy, I think all the here, let me grab Larry. All of the wands are going to be the same size, so Larry is like huge compared to his bro here, if they are brothers and sisters or whatever. So you can see the star on his face is, I can't really figure it out. It's so the part on his face, it looks kind of ironed on. Looks like the same may be true for the bottom, but it's like looks like it's coming up a little. That's odd. I don't know if you can see that right next to the eye. Looks like it's already coming up a little, so they may have ironed it on. So this one's going to be hard to keep from getting damaged, because the star part seems to already be coming up a little bit. You can see that. So there's Morton. A little bummer on his eye there. Okay, so who's next? World 3 would be Windy O. So there's Windy O Koopa with her high heels. It's kind of tough to see she has high heels in plush form. She does have the rings, and there's her wand and her bow and her lipstick and her necklace. So if you couldn't tell she's a woman, you have all the accessories, right? There's her pink shell and her classic grumpy look. Yeah, not much else to say. There's the wand again. She has the purple wand. Morton had a red wand and Larry had a orange wand. There's that. World 4 would be Iggy. Iggy Koopa has always been my favorite Koopaling. Glad to see he finally has a plush. There you go. So Larry and Morton and Windy have all had plushes before. If you've seen my other video, you'll find that. But now we move on to the Koopalings who've never had plushes before. And Iggy is the first. They did change his character design a little bit. He still has the glasses, which I like about him. He's kind of a geek. He has a yellow wand. And you can see the little felt bits are on his hand. I wonder if the other ones had that. Yeah, the felt is on their hands too, to have the little spikes on their hands. So if they're making a fist, they only have a little one. It's detail like that that you really get from Sine, and that's great. So there's Iggy. My fave. Okay, World 5. That brings up Roy Koopa. Roy's always been a good one too. Pink's his color, but he's pretty tough, huh? Alright, there is a gray wand. And he kind of looks... I mean, he's huge. He's... Let's see. I think Morton is still taller. But in width, Roy takes the cake. So he's kind of the biggest Koopaling maybe. He's super buff. You can see from the back his arms are bigger than Morton's. So Morton has a bigger head, but Roy has a bigger body. Alright, so his sunglasses are felt. They just kind of sit there. Felt teeth. There's a little felt spike on his hand. There's his shell. So I don't know about this one. He's kind of in a weird pose, like he's like Igor. It's like a hunchback. But I have to go back to the character design because they redesigned him from Super Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario World. So and some people agreed with those character designs, some people didn't. Let's look at World 6's Lemmy Koopa. Now, Lemmy normally is seen with a ball, so it's a little disappointing to see him without a ball. He's got a green wand. But, I mean, that's okay. I'd want his eyes a little bit more offset. They're a little bit offset here, but Lemmy always has wild eyes. He's got a roaming eye. I'd want his eye like right about here if I was designing the plush. But his hair is cool. His hair has always been the coolest hair. He's got his little ponytail back here. He's got a tiny shell. He's kind of a tiny little guy. Let's see. Yeah, so the eye is a little bit disappointing on him. He doesn't have teeth like his brothers. And there you go. The feet on him, they don't have individual toe spikes. And that's kind of true for all of them. They might have a little definition, but they're not separate. Let's look at Iggy real quick. Yeah, same kind of deal. Some are more defined than others. And then the last, he ruled level 7, World 7 in Super Mario Bros. 3. The guy with the wildest hair, Ludwig von Koopa. I love the eyebrows on there that are modeled in, sewn in. And they all come with this little hang tag, which is nice for display. He's got the blue wand. I don't think I ever said anything about Lemmy. He's got a green wand. Okay. Very nice. He's got his little tooth there. I've always liked the tooth on Ludwig. There you go, his shell. It's kind of eclipsed by his massive hair. So there you go, the 7 Koopalings. And that is the box. So, thank you for watching the new Koopalings plushes and a vast majority of new, never before plushified Mario enemies, which is great. I hope Sine keeps this up. It was a little expensive to get the whole set, but it's worth it. There are more characters in a set, if you believe it. A lot of them were stuff I already had, like keychains of Thwomp and stuff like that I've already had. I think Shy Guy got a little keychain plush. And there's other ones that I'm going to get. There's little Donkey Kong and Mario guys holding pipes and coin blocks and things. I think DK has a barrel. And you can put stuff in the little thing. So I'm going to be getting those soon. I don't think they came out with these. So that is that. Thanks for watching.